to the Frequency of Love podcast. We are Celeste and Dave Pennington, a couple who lived a love story written in the stars, wrote a book about it, and now we're here to spotlight real love stories happening all around the world. In a time when the world focuses on what's going wrong, we're here to amplify what's going right. Honest, unfiltered conversations about how couples met and how they stay in love. Let's make love the headline again. And today we are chatting with Kristen and Chris, who I don't know a ton about, but I know that they in Canada are very well known. And I don't know if we get to talk too much about all the positives that are going on in your life, including your love. So I'm really excited to hear your guys' love story. And so up first, how did you two meet?
It's a pretty funny story. Back in our mid-20s, there was this cottage weekend that we would always go to, and we had mutual friends there. I'd been going for several years. You'd been going for several years.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow we would never actually meet each other.
Different years, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. And then, but the year that the cottage was closing down, was getting sold. We ended up there at the same time, but there was a lot of weird events. We were young. We were drinking. It was in Grand Bend. You know, it was a party.
There you go.
And I don't know. Chris ended up getting kicked out of the bar, going to the bathroom. What happened?
Yeah, not because I did anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Out to get like cover charges. Anyways, it's very strange how we met, because it led to all these things where at the end of the night, Chris was alone in the dark with all these other people passed out on the floor. Again, we were young. It was a party at a cottage. And I had gotten kicked out of the room I was in, see this guy on the couch, and was just, what are you doing? Drinking a beer in the dark by yourself. And Mr. Smooth Talker here was, it's just, I was thirsty. Would you like a sip?
And it worked.
Yeah. So that was kind of like,
is that your take too, Chris?
Was that my take?
Yeah.
That was pretty accurate. Yeah. So it was just kind of like a lot of sort of, random events that night that led to that.
Yeah, the little one's looking for us, so we're just kind of curious what was going to happen. So it was very, very weird kind of circumstances, but then we were, I guess, shy. We were at different parties throughout. We lived in different cities, and we wouldn't talk to each other. This is like showing our party times, but we wouldn't talk to each other till the end of the night, until the liquid courage had like come in, and we were feeling brave enough. And that went on for almost like a few months.
Couple months, yeah.
Yeah. And then I was going to Australia to meet up with another boy who told me very nicely, what are you going to do when you get here? Because he met a girl. And I was like, oh, I guess like I'm not going to see this guy anymore, but I have 5 weeks off work. What am I going to do? Chris was going out there to teach. He was going out there to Melbourne to be a teacher. And I asked him, and we've maybe had 1 or 2 sober dates at this point. Mm-hmm. And I said, I'm also going to Australia. Do you want to go a month early and go with me? Because he was going February. All my time off from work was January. He said yes. And we ended up traveling the east coast of Australia together. And yeah, you get to learn about someone pretty quickly.
Yeah,
so within
cool.
2 weeks on the Whitsundays, the sailing trip, he told me he loved me.
Oh.
Yeah. That has its own funny story after, but yeah, it was really sweet. And then we finished that trip, and I knew he was staying to work, and I knew that I needed to come back to be with him. But that part was really hard, because I had to go back home to Canada, and I had to start my nursing license for Australia. I had to get out of my apartment, move things around with work. So it took me 3 months to get back out to Australia, and then where we stayed together for about a year. And then that's, life started in Australia for us.
Nice.
Wow. But like, so you've gone a couple of nights, Grand Bend, there's some parties, like you have a little bit of conversation, and now you're traveling together?
Sounds crazy when you put that, but
no, like kudos, guys.
Well,
I mean, you pretty much know.
There was a couple dates in there, like doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just a couple, not many. And our parents were kind of like who is this guy? Even his mom wanted to have coffee with me when I came back from Australia because I was going back. So I met his mom and aunt for coffee. They wanted to get to know me, and I brought a friend as well. So it was a little bit awkward. And my dad was so sweet. He's like, I'll fly you back there. He's like, I can be your Sherpa. Because he's like, who is this guy that you're going back there with? Like, no one, like our parents didn't know of each other or what was going on. So my dad flew me back, stayed a few nights, and felt very comfortable to go home with after meeting Chris. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And you get to know someone so well while you're traveling. I mean, in a way, it almost is the perfect recipe for like, could we make it work?
That was pretty much it. Yes.
For sure, yeah. Because you're figuring things out, and there's some stressful, I mean, a lot of great times, of course, where you're just doing vacation things like snorkeling and awesome stuff. But then there's just
the stress of traveling.
The stress of traveling, yeah, and
Yeah.
living in small spaces or hostels or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, then,
That's cool.
okay, so with that being said, then was there a moment that either of you guys remember that you knew that like you kind of were like, yeah, this is my person?
I remember for me, there was a moment we were sitting down. I don't know where. I don't know if it was like a dinner or food or just drink. I don't know. We were sitting down together. And I just remember, I just felt this whole sense of calm, like peace, like, okay, this is just my life now. And, I would say it wasn't, like fireworks and crazy and because chaos and everything was kind of my past, always kind of chasing and everything. But all of a sudden it was just this sense of peace, like calm. And it was really, I don't know, beautiful. Cause I just remember, okay, this is my life now. This is how it's going to be. And it just, peace. Mm-hmm.
That is nice. Do you remember a particular moment, Chris?
Yeah, we had, where were we? We're in the north, and we'd gone out scuba diving on the Great Barrier Reef in the morning and then come back. And then we were grabbing a drink or a bite to eat or something. And I don't know. I remember there was music playing. It was a really odd pairing. There was a guy who played guitar and didgeridoo. And it was a duo. No, that was sort of normal. And then the other guy played trumpet. But I just thought, what an interesting
Didgeridoo and trumpet.
Yeah, guitar guy and trumpet guy. But it kind of the same thing. It was just a great feeling. It was like, I don't know, just happiness, I think, in that moment. Yeah.
I remember that.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
What is one quality you loved at the start that you still adore in the other today? For each of you.
You go first.
Oh, okay. Kristen is very enthusiastic about things, and she's a good planner and a good joiner. What am I like? I don't know. You get other people enthused about things. Do you remember the time on Fraser Island?
Yes.
Kristen was very enthused at this moment. It was one evening, and we were sitting around with other sort of backpackers. And we'd gone down to the ocean, and there was, they call it nocti loci, but it's like
the bioluminescence.
So it was a really cool spot, right? Like, you step on the beach even, and your footprints light up because it's totally dark there. And so, of course, it is cool. Don't get me wrong. But Kristen was pretty wowed by this, and she made it her mission that, like, everyone needed to see this, whether they wanted to or not. They were going to go down to the beach and see it. So, yeah, I just remember, she just got everybody like we're
rallied up the troops.
We rallied the troops. We're all going. We're going down there. Like I said, whether they wanted to or not, they were going. And but like that's, I think, is infectious, right? Like that sort of enthusiasm, and she wasn't wrong. I'm sure they're glad they saw it.
And Chris, she's still like that today.
Yeah.
Oh, she's definitely.
Yeah. Chris was always so willing to go along with things with like crazy ideas. And I always said, he could keep up. He'd keep up with me. That was something we both teased
Mm.
each other, was, you know, the fast walking or whatever it was, or adventure, or, you know, sometimes we would just get into what we were doing in the moment of like, okay, we got to go, go, go. How much can we see? Let's keep going. Let's check this out. Like we'd skip meals or we'd skip doing this because it was like, how much can we fit into this moment, into this day? And we would just, you know, stack and go. And he was always willing, always able, like wanting to keep up, always wanting to try more, try new things, explore, and still today put up with my crazy ideas, like being here in Nicaragua. But
Mm.
it's always very complimentary and supportive, which is really beautiful that he's always willing to just go and do these things. But the beautiful part with Chris is that he reins me in when needed, because sometimes you need someone that can do that for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sense balance then. Balance
Yeah.
between both of what you bring out in each other and both like loving each other. What keeps you both in love after all this time?
It was funny when I was reading that question. I was like, Chris didn't know anything. Poor guy.
Think of something. Good time.
It's just that I just couldn't imagine doing life with anyone else. I don't know if there's like one thing, because I'm sure with most relationships and in couples, you know, you have your ebbs and flows where things are easy, things are hard. You know, at the beginning, it's, you know, you're just all in and get kids and throw everything on in life, and you have to really find that commitment and decision. And I can never imagine doing life with anyone else. And I guess I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Just when I think of it, it's like there's no one else that I'd want to do this with.
Just when you said that, it's exactly like, yeah, I couldn't imagine not doing this with anyone else. That's where you don't really think about it. But that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
God, I couldn't imagine.
Well, that's good. That's handy.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just weird. It's a weird thought. It's something weird just to kind of like, oh God, no. I couldn't, no one else would take my crap. Nobody. There's no one who could handle, like I'm so stubborn. But
Yeah. 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 I don't know
Well,
about you.
and Chris, do you have anything to add? What do you think keeps you in love all this time?
I think it feels like, you know, we've built so much together and still building, and still so much that we want to do. So you look back, I think you're proud of all the stuff that we've done, and obviously proud of the kids and proud of our family. And then, yeah, I don't know, just the excitement of what's to come still.
Yeah. That future foresight. Yeah.
I love that. We can relate. Yeah. Sometimes it's too, like when you look back and you're like, look at how much we've done. And yet I feel like we're just getting started. You're
Yes.
like, what? Yeah.
I find a lot of my attention now is just because we've done so much so fast. I'm really actively trying to put things in neutral and just kind of be present, even though we're always planning. You can't not, but like just kind of on a day-to-day basis, enjoy
Being still.
where we are.
We haven't been still very much either. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so when we zipped around like Guanacaste and that, like we've been kind of zipping around, but like, you know, 6-8 months at a time.
But even then we were zipping around Canada as well.
Yeah.
We've done BC, we've done Ontario, we've done BC. So like, yeah, we haven't really stayed still.
Yeah.
Even within BC, we did the coast, we did the Okanagan, we did, you know, the island,
wow.
we did, you know, all that jazz.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So just anchoring and enjoying, being like, look where life's brought us here, and enjoying this moment.
Yeah.
Well, like it's the planning that got us here, and but sometimes it is like just I have to really kind of just chill the hell out sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
What would be one positive quality that you see in your partner that you wish they could see within themselves? It's a tricky one.
That is a tricky one.
Yeah.
I've never thought about that wish they could see within themselves. I think sometimes, well, from being here, we're making some major life decisions about, you know, not wanting to go back to the city, but what can we do moving forward? And I know that Chris has so much to offer to the world. And there's like so much like gifts he can do, the way his patience, the way he can, you know, come up and orchestrate these ideas, the way I see him even with like our kids, and just how he is so good with them and teaching them and gets present with them and plays with them. And I think there's so much that he can share and offer outside of, you know, the conventional things that we've been conditioned to be in. So I guess sometimes wish you could see like more of the gifts and everything that you have to offer that are in you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
For me, I would say like sometimes I'll hear Kristen will be on a call and or talking to someone, and I'll hear her. She's got a lot going on for sure, and she'll say something like, "Oh, you know, I'm not good at business side, or I'm not good at this or that," but not putting herself down. But at the same time, I would just say like she does so many incredible things and is involved and is figuring it out. Like most people don't have it all figured out. They just get in and they try, and she's very good at that. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes she'll not put herself down. I don't mean it like that, but say,
I do.
yeah, say, you know, don't be modest. Like you're doing a lot, and like you do incredible things, and
yes, thanks.
Yeah.
I have a lot to say on that, but not the place. So good. What is your best tip for keeping love strong and connected over the years, for yourself or for others?
If being fully honest, sometimes I don't know if we have like, or I have like an actual tip or a thing that we do. You know, sometimes there's lots of things I wish I could do better at. I think it just comes back to remembering the life that you're creating, like that moment, why you fell in love, coming back to the simplicity of it and that commitment. Because sometimes, you know, in anything in life, you know, when it gets hard, it's remembering that commitment that you started and coming back to the why, the simplest thing, the why. But I don't know, it's been, I don't know, I don't want to be cliche. Been pretty easy in the sense like that commitment. There's never, we know there's harder times with the kids at the younger age and the traveling and this, but it's just remembering what brought us together in the first place and the love that we shared and continuing to grow together. So I guess going back to that commitment piece, why did you commit?
Yeah.
Me, I don't know if I'm qualified to offer anyone advice. Like all I can say is, you know, I guess what works for us. I don't know if I have any advice for anyone, but yeah, I mean, some hard times, but not. I do feel like we've been very fortunate and mostly smooth sailing in the hard times that we have had. It always feels like, I guess, I don't know, challenges that we're working towards something. So you're always, again, looking forward, and if it's challenging now, and nothing lasts forever, certainly, especially when you have kids or kids are going through a phase or a difficult phase. And then you think back 3 months later and you think, oh yeah, like that didn't last long at all, right? Like in the moment, like whether it's an issue you're having between each other or an issue you're having with kids, in the moment, you're like, oh gosh, this is going on and on. And then you look back and you think, gosh, that was a blip on the radar. Like, or you'll mention fights that we've had, and I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, she'll be like, oh, you were so mad. Was I? I don't even remember. I don't know why I thought it was so important in the moment, you know.
So I guess not taking it all so seriously.
Yeah, it makes me think this too shall pass.
Yeah, good point.
Mhm.
Do you have any advice for people that are looking to call in their soulmate or to call in their partner? How they might go about that, or
I guess I don't know. Honestly, I think about this a lot. I have no idea how people are meeting each other these days. So I don't know
God, me
what
neither.
kind of advice to even offer in this current world.
In the world of swipes, I don't know.
Yeah, and how I guess it's just say yes to new opportunities. Put yourself in places where you know you can meet new people. I think wherever you can connect, get outside of your comfort zone, get outside of these devices, get outside of the screens, and actually go put yourself into situations. You never know if you're going to find someone drinking alone in the dark. But I guess it's try and put yourself in person events, I think, as much as possible. Yeah. And get out there and just have experiences.
Yeah, that's good advice. I think when we met, I don't know what you're doing before we met, but I was kind of doing that, like just saying yes to anything that was going on. Hey, I'm doing this. Okay, sure. I'm running this sort of night, and then just showing up, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad or awkward, but I don't know, it leads to new experiences. But yeah, today, 2026, yeah, I'm not sure how people are meeting. I'm sure there's an online component, but that we didn't have to deal with.
Yeah.
I did dabble in a little bit of Plenty of Fish was the thing back then. Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
So bad. We were the OGs.
Did it exist back then?
Yes.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah. No, I think that that's really, like, in today's world, I think even if you're not looking to meet somebody, I mean, it's good advice in general, right? We're all looking for connection these days, and we're all looking for humanity to kind of find each other again. And so we have to get off of the screen and go remember what it feels like to relate to people.
Yeah.
Like I never thought I'd say this. Like it used to be like you never go to a bar, and I was like, you should probably go to a bar. Go to a bar and meet somebody.
So true.
Whereas I was like, you know what I mean? In the bar, like that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, it's so true. Getting back to that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely
It
read
works for
that about the generation of like 20 somethings now. They say, oh yeah, they don't go out. It's like, whereas, when we were 20 something, it was like, that's every weekend every Saturday night you'd go out, right?
Yeah.
My apartment sucked. Of course I was going out. My apartment was terrible. It was full of mice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. This has been a pleasure talking with you guys. I think, if anything, in my reflection from what I've listened to you guys, is you've been on an adventure from the beginning. Like, you both sound like people looking for life. You're looking for life. You're looking to live it. You're looking to experience it. And you've both been saying yes ever since to more and to what's possible. And I think that if there was ever a message for anybody today, it's to create, to open yourself up to what could be possible for your life. So I think that's really, really beautiful.
Yeah, thanks.
And
it's been one of adventure.
I love it. Well, I have absolutely loved your love story.